بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم سبح اسم ربك الأعلى الذي خلق فسوى والذي قدر فهدى والذي أخرج المرعى فجعله غثاء أحوى سنقرئك فلا تنسى.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين والصلاة والسلام على سيدنا ونبينا محمد وعلى آله الطيبين الطاهرين واللعنة الدائمة الأبدية على أعدائهم أجمعين إلى قيام يوم الدين. Inshallah, today we are going to take a practical example. We did 5 theoretical sessions. We found out about the grammatical positions, marfu', mansoob, majroor, and for verbs, it's majzoom. So these grammatical positions we studied. What are these grammatical positions? What are the types of these grammatical positions? And what are the signs? And the obvious signs are there, and then the odd signs which we took yesterday. And alhamdulillah, we concluded the whole index. So that is about 80% of grammatical rules. If you know that, if you cram that in your mind, then you are alhamdulillah, and then you have to do practice. So today we are going to do one practice, and inshallah, if Allah wills, every week we'll try to take some ayat of Surah Yasin, and we will try to implement so that you will not forget these rules, you see, and these will be very much helpful for you to, when you're pondering and reflecting in the Quran, you will realize that this is a subject, this is an object, this is a pronoun. So that's why these sessions are very important for our beloved Mu'min Mu'minat who are in love with the Quran, and that's why we are trying to cater their love for the Quran and give them as much as tools as possible as we can so that they are able to have a good reflection in the Quran. So let's go to our slide because we have a lengthy lesson today. We are now going to discuss this issue. So I've named this lesson 6, though it was out of the lesson. It is not supposed to be even from part of the lesson. So, but however, we just said is connected to the whole theme, then we will just consider it a part of the whole 5 sessions. And so that's why I said that practical grammatical analysis, i'rab of Surah Al-Fatiha, the chapter of opening, lesson 6. So we will do practice of whatever we learn. This is just for the copyright purpose. They have used color coding as well. So, but this is in Arabic, this book. There are 6 volumes. I've spoken this in the introduction to the i'rab of Surah Yasin, but there's no problem, those who are not there. So this is the book basically we'll be using with other books. So this is not the only book because as you know that the mujtahideen, they have some areas, they have ikhtilaf, they have differences in variances in the fatwa, like moon sighting fatwa. Okay, so some marja, they say like this, some marja. But there are, majority of the rules are common rules between the fuqaha. Same thing, grammarians, there are ayatullah in grammars also. There are mujtahideen in grammars also. So, so there are mujtahideen. Some ayat, they disagree how to analyze them grammatically. Subhanallah. Because some Arabs, there were different areas of Arabs, they had different grammatical way of speaking. There was no grammar, but the way they spoke was different. Like Iraqis, the way they spoke were different than the Najdis, which nowadays is Saudi Arabia, which was different than the way the Arabs, they spoke in Egypt and in Sham. So we have the Sham, Syria region, we have this Iraq region, we have this Najd region, or the Saudi Arabia nowadays. So these 3 regions were the main Arab clustered areas, and in certain things and certain words, they spoke differently. So what happened when the grammar was set up? Remember, the grammar was juiced out from the language, from the poetries and from the Arabic text, including the Quran is a source of grammar. So they juiced out everything that was there. So they saw certain grammatical areas, the Iraqis, certain way of, not pronunciation, not dialect, no, certain grammatical structure, the structure, grammar, marfu', mansoob kind of thing. The way certain Iraqis, they spoke were a little bit different than the Syrians, were a little bit different than the Najdis. So these three variances, they produce the investigation about what could be the right. And again, when there's investigation, there's ijtihad. Some scholars, they say the Iraqi in this grammatical way of pronouncing the end signs were correct. Some said no, Syrians were correct. Some said. So if I tell you while analyzing, some said this, understand that this is basically what? Basically the original Arabs, when they spoke, they had variances in grammatical structure in their talk. When they juiced out the grammar, there were variances in grammatical rules, not many, certain rules, okay? And then after that, the grammarians, mujtahidin nowadays, they do i'rab. There are very highly qualified grammarians, Arab grammarians. When they, like mujtahid, like Ayatollah Sistani Damadullah, and like the mujtahidin in fiqh, there is mujtahidin, those scholars, high level scholars in Arabic grammar. So let's say one mujtahid of Arabic grammar, he said this is badal. Another will say no, this is na'at. Okay, they have their reasons and analysis. It's not like just hini, mini, mini, or presto. So there are grammatical variances among the mujtahidin. When we analyze the Quran, obviously we try to check out of different, but at this level, I will not go deep into this ara, because this will be like bahth kharij in Arabic grammar. At this point, sometimes I will point out that some grammarian, they said it is this, some grammarian, it said that. Why? Because of this origin, ikhtilaf of the way they used to speak. So this is something which I wanted to mention here before I start, to just let you be aware. So just for the copyright purpose, I have used this book, and it is very important because they have kept here, you cannot, and I've sent them an email also, 2-3 emails, but I don't know, the company is closed or what. So I did not get any response, and it is like 2007. We are now 2021, so I don't know whether the company exists or not. However, for the amanat, for fulfilling the religious responsibility, I've sent them emails, and I'm advertising the book for them as well, just for the copyright purpose. They're not giving me anything because I don't know they exist or not. But if you want these books, I purchased this book from Emirates in one of the bookstores in Fujairah in Dubai. You will find it in Lebanon because it is originally in Lebanon. When I was in Dar es Salaam, we imported this book like quantities for our students. So I think if you will try to contact them, they might be able to send you the book. So this is volume 5. Okay, just I gave a snapshot for you to note the address, note the phone number, and note all these kind of things, so that you might be able to find in Amazon or whatsoever. This is also a bigger screenshot for the book. And this is the book's price. If there are 6 volumes, sorry, entirely color coded grammar. From Surah Al-Fatiha till Surah Qul A'udhu bi Rabbin Nas, entire Quran. And this is, and the price is on their website, but somehow you go to check out, nothing comes in. And then we have this, if you take 1 volume at a time, then it's this cost. I'm not doing advertisement, but I'm just doing if you are interested, it's nice to have this so that you can practice any surahs you ponder, reflect, you can find the color coded, and that makes your grammatical analysis easier and simpler. So, and this book is in Arabic, so that's why we'll not be using this book, and we will be making our own English slides, and we will make these colors. So remember, the marfu is either the pink color is marfu, or a word or a sentence in the place of being marfu. Remember, if it was mabni verb, then it will be in the place of being marfu. So it is in the place of being marfu, in the place of being marfu, because we have marfu like oo sound, or one of those odd sounds which we said, and then we also have the mabni, the fixed one, like huwa. So huwa, we cannot say who. Okay, we may explain this. So just a quick reminder. So if this huwa will be in the place of, or sometimes there's a sentence which is in the place of being marfu. Sentence in the place of khabar, predicate. So it's not word predicate, Zaidun qa'imun, okay, Muhammadun Rasulun qa'imun. No, it is a whole sentence. Zaidun ya'kulu ta'am. Zaid is eating the food. So is eating the food is a whole sentence in the place of being marfu'. Okay? So in the place of being marfu' could be a word or could be a sentence. And the same thing, we have mansub, or one of those odd ones, or in the a word in the place of being mansub, or a sentence in the place of being mansub. Same thing, majroor, a word or a sentence in the place of being majroor, or the majroor itself with the E sound or one of those odd sounds. And then we have majzoom, this color, mabni, fixed like present, past tense and imperative, command verb. We have kept it in a brown color. And this is yellow. However, yellow is too light, so I've made this yellow an orange color. Okay, so just be aware that there's a difference between orange and this is yellow, but in the text you will see orange. So this is something which was a quick reminder. And this is in the book, just to let you know that the sentences could be marfu' sentences in the place of being marfu'. Okay, the sentences could be in the place of being mansub. The sentences could be in the place of being majroor, green color. The sentences could be in the place of being majzoom. Okay, so, and there are sentences, there is no grammatical position for it. You see, لا محل له من الإعراب. لا محل, there is no position له من الإعراب for it, for any grammatical position. And there are words else also, there's no grammatical, they're not. So these sentences, either the sentence could be marfu', either the sentence could be blue, mansub, either the sentence could be green, either the sentence could be purple. Here, these sentences, they are not marfu', they are not mansub, they are not majroor, they are not majzoom. So that's why we code it with yellow. There's no grammatical position. It is a sentence. It is an actual sentence. But has it come in a place of marfu'? No. Has it come in the place of mansub? No. It's an independent sentence. Okay, so independent sentence, they don't come in the place of marfu', mansub, majroor. The connected, the sentence inside the sentence, they come in the place of being marfu', in the place of being, they come as a replacement for a word. Two words, you remove one word, you put a sentence. So if this word was marfu', the sentence is marfu'. If this word was mansub, the sentence will be mansub. If this word was majroor, the sentence will be majroor. If this word was, so what is this word? So these on the right hand side, these sentences you are seeing pink, blue, and green and purple. These are in the place of, that means something has been removed and this whole sentence has been kept in the place of that word, which is either marfu', mansub, majroor. And these, like initial sentences, they're not sentence inside a sentence. So these are all considered la mahalla laha min al-i'rab. So this is sentences. What about the words? You said there are words here, a word which is la mahalla lahu min al-i'rab. Yes, particles. Fi cannot be marfu', fi cannot be mansub, majroor. It's harf jar. It's a particle of preposition. So it is la mahalla lahu min al-i'rab. Conjunction word, wa, and, ok, or Swedish they say ok, and the same thing. We will just say harf jar. Is it marfu'? No. It is mansub? No. It is majroor? No. It is la mahalla lahu min al-i'rab. There's no grammatical position for it. And this is how the book analyzes. This is how in Arabic language we analyze. The book writes like this. And under each word, there is color and there is this. What type of marfu'? This is mubtada. This is mudara, present. Okay. Obviously, we are not going to use Arabic. We are going to use everything in English. Okay. Considering that you don't need to learn the grammar in English. So we have this someone. What is someone? It is khabar marfu' with the dhamma. So see, there is khabar. Underneath this khabar, and it's pink, so it's marfu'. And it's dhamma on it, so it's marfu' with the dhamma. Okay. This is just example how they analyze. This is how you see in the book. This is how you write it down. Okay. This is how you write it down. Each word, you write its analysis, each word. So this is, inshallah, again, a quick reminder for our course here today. If you see pink, it's going to be marfu', a word or a sentence in the place of being marfu', or mansub, a word, same thing I said. And this is a brown color. So now this is just a reminder. Focus on the colors, okay? And the top words, marfu', mansub, majroor, majzoob, we took. Mabni, because mabni is not marfu', not mansub, not majroor. Sometimes mabni could be in the place of sometimes, okay? A word or a sentence which has no grammatical positions. Remember, this was yellow. I changed the yellow to orange because yellow, you can barely see the yellow. So after knowing this, these colors, okay, we start a reminder, okay? From time to time, I'll show you this. Today in Surah Al-Fatiha, just to let you know ahead of time, Surah Al-Fatiha, you will have this one, verbal subject, you will have mubtada, you will have khabar, okay? And then you will have mafa'il, some of the mafa'il, not all of them. And then you will have this, you will have a lot. These three, Surah Al-Fatiha is packed with these three greens. And these three greens are easy. So Alhamdulillah, so you will not have to struggle a lot. So these greens you will see a lot in Surah Al-Fatiha. Let's start. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. What's that? That's not a taweez or a talisman or an something. No, that is Surah Al-Fatiha, which is the best of taweez of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Now, just have a look at it. We are going to come back to this image, okay? Just have a look at it. This yellow is, we said orange, we made it because in our slide yellow is not obvious. This is green, pink, majroor, okay? Marfu', majroor, marfu', لا محل له من الإعراب, no grammatical position, green, majroor, marfu', majroor, majroor. See how many green there are, those three, they're popping up. So you will get a good hang of green today. Green, majroor, majroor. The mansub is like very few, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, kind of 6 mansub, okay, the blue one. So, and then we have this, again, we have marfu'at, pink ones. This is mabni. Remember mabni? Mabni, imperative verb, past tense, mabni. So we have two mabni, fixed one, okay? Mabni. And then the rest we have again green. So I'll come back at the end. After we take the analysis, remember we take the line and put them like this. And these are sentences in Surah Al-Fatiha which do not have any grammatical position. They are not sentence inside sentence, okay? They're independent sentence. This I took it from Shakir. You can take from whomsoever because it's all anyways interpretation, okay? We come to the first ayat. Now, Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. If we go there, see, in Arabic, if the sentence has to be a sensible sentence, there has to be a subject. There has to be a subject. Either nominal subject, either verbal subject or verb. There has to be either verb or either subject. Without subject, we can't have, without subject, mubtada, or without a verb, we cannot have a proper sensible sentence. It will be gibberish here, floating here and there. Okay? So let's go back. And what is that? We need a pink. A pink color is must in a sentence to be sensible sentence. Let's go back to our color coding. Bismillah is yellow, this green, then this. So where is the pink? There's blank here because there has to be a pink. So meme is muqaddar, implicit. So for that reason, since Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim by itself has no pink, has no marfu', no mubtada, no verb, we have to consider it. Otherwise, this is incomplete sentence. And that is normal in Arabs. Arabs don't say, oh, the Quran did not, sometimes our youth, they say, oh, Quran did not, how can Quran have an incomplete sentence? No, the Quran has come fitting the Arabic balagha according to the Arabic culture, according to Arabic comprehension and understanding and Arabic context. The Arabs know that these I have to consider it implicit because it is a pact in their poetries. So there's no incomplete here in the Quran. It's all full complete. So therefore, sometimes our youth, they ask, wow, Isn't Quran miracle? Isn't Quran complete? How can there be missing things? These are normal missing things. These are eloquently missing things, not like missing things which indicate shortage or deficit or defect. No, these are, on the contrary, they present the beauty of the Quran, because if you were Arab and you had done balagha high level, you say, wow, what a beauty. Like, for example, if you say Ali is like a lion, or your fiancée is like a flower. Okay, so that means you are saying she is like a flower. So you said is like. But what if you say she's a flower? She will flatter. She said, let's get married soon. When we are going to get married? Because you just win her heart. You said she's not like a flower, she is the flower. See how big impact it makes when you chopped off these resemblance particles from the sentence. Those particles are necessary, but for the balagha, for the beauty, for the attraction, you removed it. Is like was removed. You are flower. Really? You are like a flower. Okay, inshallah, thank you so much. You are a flower, really? And then more than that, the flower is a copy of you. You are the original, and then she will khalas. Finish, melt down. So therefore, this is the balagha, the people of balagha. The reason I'm saying, because female, they love balagha, they love poetry more than male gender in general, I have seen. Maybe there are some other cases, but according to my observation, the ladies, they like to write poetries and they're more poetic and these kind of things. So anyhow, so there is something missing. So be careful whenever you see this is meme. There is one meme here, muqaddar, okay? And there is, okay, perfect. So there are muqaddar meme, that pink must be there. That sentence, Arabic sentence must have a marfu', must, wajib. No, khalas, the sentence is silent. But what if you don't see it? If you don't see in a sentence, make one, think one, consider one, assume one. There has to be one. And that is implicit, muqaddar, implicit. Okay, so we saw this now. Now we come to our Surah Al-Fatiha. So Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. The implicit component, see, Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim, we saw there is no pink in it. There has to be something hidden. So how can we say Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim, as it was interpreted here, in the name of Allah, the Beneficent, the Merciful? Okay, what in the name of Allah? Who says in the name of Allah? What is this sentence? It is just incomplete sentence, okay? So, no. So two implicit things are considered here. You have two probabilities. Either you can consider it a verb and its subject, okay? That means abda'u. Abda, I start, or I am starting. Abda'u, okay? Abda'u. So present tense, I am starting, okay? So that's marfu'. I am starting with what? Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Abda'u bismillah. Abda'u bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Abda'u. I am starting. So we have a good subject. We have two subjects. We have verb abda, and we have ana. Abda'u ana. I am starting this Quran, the surah, with Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. I am starting my food with Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. I am starting my project with Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. In the name of Allah. So this is what I said. I begin, present tense marfu' with the dhamma, abda'u. Because it is not preceded. Why it is marfu'? Why it is sound? Remember, there's no nasib, there's no jazim before it. There's nothing before it which could make it mansub or majzoom. And then abda'u, ana. It is also hidden implicit pronoun, which is a verbal subject. Fa'il, I. Who's starting? I am starting. I am starting. So I am starting. It's mabni. Ana is mabni, fixed. So it's fixed with the fatha, ana. So, but it is a marfu'. No, it's not a marfu'. It's in the place of being marfu'. It's in the place of being marfu' because it's mabni, fixed. Remember mabni things? Fixed, fixed. Fixed. They don't become marfu', mansub, majroor. They become in the place of marfu', in the place of mansub, in the place of majroor. Good. This is one probability. Probability number one, abda'u. Probability number two. So now we have considered it a verbal sentence, a verb and the subject. Okay, you can consider verbal sentence, you can consider nominal sentence, or no. The author of the book has chosen this number 2. He has considered the hidden component mubtada, nominal subject. What does that mean? Ibtida'i, my beginning is with Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. My beginning is in the name of Allah, the most merciful, the most compassionate. My beginning. But there's no my beginning there. Yes, that's what you can consider implicit, because otherwise the sentence is going to be incomplete. So you have to say, I start, verb, subject, or my starting is, like my starting, ibtida'i, Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Ibtida is a mubtada. Remember, sometimes the dhamma is hidden, invisible. Okay, so here is the case. Is an ibtida'u. You can't say like ibtida'u, ibtida'u. No, no, Arabs would hate to talk like that. They had this flow. Remember yesterday we spoke about how they would twist some letters, even if they had to cross the grammatical line because they did not have any grammar, just to maintain the beauty of the flow. So instead of saying ibtida'u, Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim, they just removed the dhamma, kept it invisible. So I said there is a dhamma, but is it implicit? We can't pronounce it. And there is this hamza just to secure the flow of from ibtida, from alif till ya, ibtida'i instead of ibtida'ui, ibtida'i. So instead of ibtidai again it's so it's ibtida'i. So there's a good flow, but ibtidai, there is a problem there. Or ibtida'ui, there's a problem there. So for that purpose, 2 things were done. 1, hide the O sound and put a hamza with the kasra, so it connects the alif with the ya in a smooth flow. Okay, so ibtida'i, my beginning is. Ibtida is nominal subject, mubtada. Marfu mansub majroor, marfu. With what? With implicit dhamma, hidden dhamma on the hamza, which has taken kasra, ibtida'i. Remember? Why? Due to the pronunciation purpose, like flow. Okay? Due to the flow of the pronunciation, and it is mudaf. Mudaf is possessed. Mudaf is not that much important because mudaf can be marfu', mudaf can be mansub, mudaf can be majroor. Mudaf can be all the cases. Okay, so ibtida is marfu', that's the nominal subject, mubtada. Okay, remember the husband, that is the husband. Okay, ibtida'i, and it is mudaf, possessed, and possessor is this one, e, my. So my beginning of mine, remember of mudaf, possessive phrase has of, beginning of mine, that means my beginning. Beginning of mine, ibtida'i, so I am the possessor of the beginner. Okay, so beginning is mine, beginning is mine. My beginning is mudaf ilayh. Mansub mudaf ilayh is what? Remember those 3 sweet green things? Ibtida'i, my beginning. So there's my is a pronoun which is manifested here by this ya. Okay, so mudaf ilayh, possessor, it's a possessor, but is it majroor? No, it's mabni with the sukoon on the ya, e, in the place of being majroor, in the place of being majroor, okay? Because it's a particle, it's a pronoun, it's a pronoun which is ya, that's it, ibtida'i, ibtida'i. So it is a pronoun with the mabni with the sukoon, ya, it's not ya, ibtida'iyu, ibtida'iyya, ibtida'iyi, no, it's ibtida'i, ya has a sukoon of the tongue, e. Okay, so therefore it is in the place of being majroor, in the place of being majroor. Therefore, the implicit component of this Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim, to fix it, we can say either my starting is ibtida'i, or I start with abda'u, or abda'u, like abda'u, I start with. So either I consider it a verbal sentence, pink colored, or I consider nominal sentence, pink colored, so that Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim comes in a balanced statement. So now we solve this problem. Now let's come to Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Ba is harf jar. Remember the prepositions? Harf jar. And harf jar is particle. There is no grammatical position for it. So that's why it's yellow color. It's not it's not marfu, it's not mansub, it's not majroor. It just doesn't have any grammatical position. Okay, what is the sign of it? Because it's particle, it's mabni, fixed. With what? With the kasra, B, and with no grammatical position for it. Good, that is done. Now this is harf jar. Whatever comes after it is majroor. Remember the technical green colored things we said? Okay, so ism is majroor noun. Bismi. Majroor with what? Normal kasra. And it is mudaf, possessed. Okay, the possessor is coming. So a name of Allah. So Allah is the possessor of this name. Name of Allah. Remember, what always possessor phrase, something of, book of Muhammad. You can say Muhammad's book, but I'd like to do it book of Muhammad, Kitabu Muhammad, because it comes parallel with the Arabic word of possessive phrase. So this is majroor noun because it has be in the beginning before it. It's preceded by a preposition. Then we have, so whenever there's mudaf, possessed, there has to be a possessor. These are like husband and wife also. Remember, mubtada, khabar, subject, nominal subject, predicate, husband and wife. Verb and subject, verbal subject, husband and wife, fi'l and fa'il. Mudaf, mudaf ilayh, husband and wife. These two things, they have to come together. So if there is mudaf, we have to have mudaf ilayh. Mudaf ilayh possessor is from the majroor noun, and it's majroor with kasra. Okay, so Allahi is mudaf ilayh. What is it? It's mudaf ilayh. Mansub marfu majroor with what? With kasra. You see? Then okay, so alhamdulillah, we are like in the name of Allah. So in is a preposition, name is a majroor noun, and Allah is a majroor noun. This majroor noun because it's preceded by a preposition. This majroor noun because it's mudaf ilayh, possessor. The green last. Okay. Now let's see what other greens we have. Ar-Rahmani. Hani. So it is majroor. Why it is majroor? Because it is na'at. It is sifa. It is adjective for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So, and that's why it is a tabi'. Remember tabi'? Tabi' marfu' is marfu'. Tabi' mansub is mansub. Tabi' majroor is majroor. Okay? So tabi' follows. The follower follows the pre. So the pre was Allahi. Then its follower has to be Ar-Rahmani. You see? So easy. Majroor. It's majroor. What? Majroor what? Kasra. Why it is majroor? Because it is a follower. It is a tabi'. Okay, majroor with kasra because if it follows the Allahi. Okay, then Ar-Rahmani, same thing, So it's a majroor noun, okay, and it is na'at, sifa, adjective, one of the tabi'as. So what is it? Marfu' mansub majroor, majroor with kasra. Why it is majroor with kasra? Because it is a follower of Allahi. So Allah has two followers, two sifa. Sifa number one, sifa number two. Na'at number one, na'at number two. Adjective number one, adjective number two. Okay, so if we consider the sentence nominal, remember we can consider two. Abda'u, I start with verb present tense. In that case, we don't have to fix some things. But when we say my beginning is mubtada, then we need a khabar, predicate. Remember husband and wife? Some grammarian mujtahideen considered Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. The whole thing is in the place of being marfu', like ibtida'i is nominal subject. The whole Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim is a sentence in the place of being marfu', khabar. So for this, it says that a semi-sentence shibh jumla, because it's not a complete jumla, Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. So it's in the place of being marfu' khabar of implicit mubtada. How is it? Let's try to do something on our magical board. Okay, so we said there are two things. Abda'u This is a present tense. Ana, ana is I, start, or I'm starting, whatever the translate you can do. It's a present tense. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Okay, let me just do it with black. Bismillah Rahmanir Rahim. Okay, good. So in this case, when I'm doing present tense, I don't need to consider anything because I have husband and wife. I have verb and I have subject. So we have husband and wife. Good. But if I say ibtida'i, my beginning, so this is ibtida is mubtada, nominal subject, husband. Where is the wife? The wife is this. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. It's a whole sentence in the place of being marfu', in the place of being marfu', khabar. Okay? In the place of being marfu'. So his wife is mashallah, huge. It's a sentence. He's a tiny guy, ibtida'i. His wife is not one word, it's like a huge sentence. Remember sentence inside sentence? So this sentence has grammatical position. What is the grammatical position of the sentence? It's in the place of khabar, marfu', in the place of being a predicate. Okay? So this is what I meant, that if we take this route, it's all your option, obviously. There's no fatwa here. Okay, you can do taqlid to any of the grammarian. So if you say abda'u ana, bismillahir rahmanir rahim, not too much to be added because there is subject, the husband and wife are there. But here the wife is not there. So this is like the wife predicate. Okay, maybe she's carrying children or something, that's why she's used, but then she's sentenced, she's not a word. Okay, so ibtida'i, my start is with Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim, ibtida'i. Some scholars of grammar, they said, no, this is not a khabar. Focus with me. So this is one fatwa, that Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim is in the place of being khabar. Some scholars, they said, no, we cannot have shibah jumla as khabar. No. That is not right. So please tell us what to do. They said, no, khabar has to be implicit, muqaddar. Okay? It has to be muqaddar, something not in the sentence. And then this is regularly something which is la mahalla lahu min al-i'rab. There's no grammatical position for it. So predicate is something in the middle here. What is this? Ibtida'i, anything you can consider which fits the theme. So ibtida'i thabit, let's say fixed. My beginning is fixed. Like I have fixed myself. I'm going to begin with Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim always. Ibtida'i thabit. Thabitun, un. Remember? So we got a predicate now. We got the wife, but the wife is hidden. She's wearing this niqab and burqa and all those kind of things. Like this one also. Remember this wife also is hidden. She's wearing burqa and niqab. So this is burqa and niqab and all those kind of things. Doesn't want to go out, you see. So this is the wife. Sometimes the wives are hidden. What can you do? Okay. So therefore, so ibtida'i thabitun. My beginning is fixed with Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim, with the name of Allah, the most merciful, the most. So then they said that the Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim, it doesn't need to be in the place. So this is where the fatwa comes. See, some grammarians say, no, it's normal. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim is in the place of khabar marfu'. It's a sentence, but it's a place of semi-sentence. It's okay. Some said no. Some said no. There has to be a khabar implicit as a genuine khabar. You cannot mix up wife with anyone here and there. Wife has to be wife, one person. Okay. So this is the two direction where if we take this direction, abda'u, my start is in the name of Allah, with the name of Allah, my start. Okay. So in this case, sentence is perfect. Okay. Ibtida'i, some said we keep implicit component, that's the khabar. Some said no, this is the khabar. No need for khabar. Why are we considering hidden, so many hidden things? Because they know, yes, it's normal, but they don't like too many hidden things. This is hidden and this is hidden. Well, here also, this is hidden and this is hidden. So you hit two things, we hit two things. So the maraja of Nahu, they have this discussion that how they can justify the wife not there in the sentence. That is haram. There has to be wife. So if she doesn't look like a wife, we have to consider the wife sitting at home, implicit, invisible. Okay? You can't have a sentence, husband is there without wife. That's the moral of grammar. They go together. They're lovebirds. So here we are, we go back to our slide and see where are we now. So these were some of the issues, but then rest of the analysis is easy and smooth. So these were the things. You can review my video and write those notes so that it will be helpful. So we said this, that Ar-Rahman Ar-Rahim. Let's go to the next one. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim done. Alhamdu. We have a mubtada, mashallah. We have the husband. Okay. Alhamdu. Mubtada marfu'. Marfu' with what? With the dhamma. And the article alif, what does it indicate? Alhamdu. It means all the praise. That means not one praise, not two praise, every praise. So if there is someone in the universe worth of have all the praise, that is Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So this is Alhamdu, all the praise, entirely without exception. Okay, good. Where is the wife? Wife. Come on, let's find the wife. Oh no, I don't see any wife here. No. Okay, so as I said, some grammarians said this Lillahi Rabbil Alameen is a semi-sentence, prepositional, the green ones. You know, the green ones are like Bada Yatim Najemta, they're like orphans. You say they have to have somebody there attached. So we have a wife, we have a semi-sentence, all green. So where is the wife? We need a pink wife, okay? So Alhamd, it's a nominal sentence, so we need a khabar. So where is the khabar? So some grammarians said, this is the khabar, don't worry about it, okay? This Lillahi Rabbil Alameen is a semi-sentence khabar. But the most of the popular opinion is no, there has to be implicit. We can't put everything, just make it a wife. The wife has her rights. We need to give her her rights, okay? So thabitun, so we say, Alhamdu, all praise is fixed for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Even in English, all praise for Allah, no, all praise is fixed, is dedicated for Allah, is to Allah. Whatever khabar you make, you have to put a khabar there. So fixed, thabitun, is implicit khabar, thabitun, see? Marfu' and majroor, marfu' with what? With the dhamma. So alhamdulillah. When you find out wife of the sentence, husband, problem is solved. As long as the wife is not there, we have serious problem. Now everything goes in a sweet, smooth flow. Okay, good. Lillahi, lam harf jar. Lam harf jar, okay? Lam, but remember particles, they are yellow. Particle of jar, fixed with kasra, li, fixed with kasra, mabni with the kasra. So there's no grammatical position for a particle of jar, it's yellow. But what about Allahi? No, Allahi has a grammatical. Remember those three greens at the end of our colorful table? It is majroor. Majroor with what? Majroor with kasra. Lillahi, he, Allahi. And it is the exalted name, Lafzul Jalala. In Arabic grammar, whenever you say Allah, it is always good to say Lafzul Jalala, the exalted name. The semi-sentence or phrase is related to implicit khabar. So this implicit khabar is here, Alhamdu Thabitun Lillahi Rabbil Alameen. So the semi-sentence of Lillahi Rabbil Alameen, the green, it's all connected with this wife of the Alhamd. So Alhamd is husband, Mubtada, wife is Thabitun, husband and wife there. All these we can consider them the children, the green, because you know, like they need pink. Okay, so now we come to the Lillahi, we say Rabbi. Lillahi Rabbi. So Allah, what is Allah? Allah is the Lord. So we are describing Allah. So let's see Rabbi. Na'at, Sifa. Remember Na'at? Sifa. Okay, Sifa. Is it marfu, majroor, mansub? Majroor, green color. With what? With the kasra, Rabbi. Because it is a follower. Follower of who? Allahi. Allahi was green. Remember? Majroor it was. So Rabbi has to be green as well. And it is mudaf, possessed. That means a possessor is coming. And what color is the possessor? Green. It is from the majroor. Okay, so Rabbi is possessed. Then Alameen is a possessor. So what is this possessor, Alameen? Al-Alameen, mudaf ilay, possessor. Marfu mansub majroor, majroor. But I don't see any kasra. Who can tell me? There's no kasra. Alamini, Alamini, I don't see. This is majroor with ya and noon or ya. Why? Because it's male intact plural. Mu'mineen, Muslimin. Remember? They don't take kasra. Their sign of being majroor is in. Okay? Remember yesterday. Go back. So then what is Ar-Rahman Ar-Rahim? Super. I love this green. Green are so easy. They make our lives sweet. Ar-Rahmani, it's a na'at. Like we said in Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. So same i'rab. It's describing who? Describing Allah. And what is Allah? Allah was majroor. Bismillahi. Bismillahi. Okay? And Allah was Alhamdulillahi. Lillahi. He. So Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen. Ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Again. So this is majroor with the kasra because it is the follower of tabi'. Allahi. A second na'at, second adjective. Again, majroor with the kasra because it's a follower. It's a na'at. Good. Maliki yawmiddin. MashaAllah. Thank you, green. Maliki. Maliki, ki, e. Remember? So we have to look in the majroor. So what is maliki? It's majroor. Majroor what? Kasra. Why is it majroor? Because it's a follower of what? Allah. Allah is the owner of the day of judgment. Is the sovereign of the day of judgment. Allah is the king of the day of judgment. Allah is the supreme of the day of judgment. So it is Allah's description. It is Allah's attribute. Okay? Maliki. Okay, Maliki. Maliki of what? See, of. So this is possessed. Malik is possessed. Maliki. Maliki of what? King of what? Sovereign of what? Owner of what? Of. So whatever will come after it, green, mudaf ilay. Yawmiddin. Sovereign of the day of judgment. Of the day of judgment. How many ofs we have? Mudaf, mudaf ilay. Mudaf, mudaf ilay. Mudaf, mudaf ilay. Majroor, majroor, majroor. Kasra, kasra, kasra. So see, Maliki. This was na'at. And it is mudaf. So there is mudaf ilay, possessor. Owner of the day. Majroor with the kasra because it's mudaf ilay. And it is mudaf same time. For this mudaf ilay. Owner of the day of judgment. That's why I use of to explain this. Okay, not for translation, but to explain this of helps me understand mudaf and mudaf ilay. And they're all majroor with the kasra. Good. Wow, what is that? Triconia, tricolor. Okay. No need to panic since we have pinks. Alhamdulillah, we are happy that husband and wife are there. Okay, as long as pinks are there, that is very, very important. Otherwise, without pink, we get in trouble. So we have complete sentence here. Not a big deal. Okay, let's go and to our slide and show our magic board, whiteboard, and show you how it works. Iyyaka na'budu wa iyyaka nasta'in. So, iyyaka, you only. Na'bud, worship, we. Okay? So, this is object, iyyaka, blue. This is verb, husband. This is subject, wife, verbal subject. So, the sentence is complete. The wife is hidden, obviously. Nahnu, we, worship, only you, iyyaka. So originally the sentence is like this, na'buduka. Let me just be more precise. Kaf is maf'ul bihi, pronoun, okay? So it is blue color. The rest is pink. So we have subject, na'budu, we have verb, we have object, and we have subject. Sometimes to emphasize on an object, like you only we worship. So what happens? We have to bring the object in the beginning of the sentence. Okay? And we have to use a detached pronoun. Instead of ka, we use iyaka. So it's pronoun. Both cases is pronoun. Ka, iyaka. And na'bud goes here. So that's it. It's a simple sentence. Iyyaka na'bud. The object has been preceded the subject and the verb, or the verb and the subject. Okay? So there's nothing in it. It's just like a sequence in Arabic language for the balagha purpose, for the eloquent purpose. The sequences can be shuffled. So let's go back to our slide. Okay, iyyaka. So what is iyyaka? It's a detached pronoun, detached object pronoun. Pronouns are mabni or mu'rab? Mabni, fixed. Fixed with what? With the fatha. But it is object. No. It is not mansub. It is in the place of being mansub. So it is maf'ul bi. It's an object. We worship you. You only. So the worshipped is Allah. I am the worshipper. I am the subject. Okay? We are the subject. We. Na'budu. There is a dhamma here. So it's a present tense mudari' marfu'. Present tense marfu'. Why? Because there is no nasib or jazim before it. Okay? So that is why it's a normal case of present tense marfu' with a dhamma, because there is because it's not preceded by nasib or jazim. So it's marfu'. But when is its wife? His wife is nahnu. Nahnu, implicit pronoun. Pronouns are mabni, fixed. Nahnu, nu, u, mabni with the dhamma. Is it marfu'? It's supposed to be marfu', but pronouns are mabni. They're not changeable. So that's why we say in the place of being marfu', verbal subject, wife, mawjooda, exists. So alhamdulillah, now the things are smooth. Particle, iyyaka na'budu wa iyyaka. Wow, particle of conjunction. So it connects the sentence or sentence. Wa, mabni with what? Mabni with the fatha, fixed with the fatha, fixed with the fatha. And there's no grammatical position for it. So these are particles, many particles, they don't have any grammatical position. The next sentence is exactly like iyyaka na'budu. Iyyaka nasta'in. So iyyaka, preceded or advanced object, maf'ul bihi, detached pronoun, mabni, because it's a pronoun fixed with a fatha in the place of being mansoob. Nasta'in. Nasta'in also is a present tense. Nasta'inu. So the dhamma. So it's marfu'. Present tense, mudari' marfu'. With what? With dhamma. Why? Because there is no, why marfu'? Because there is no nasib or jazim after it. The one which makes it or the one which makes it sukun, there's nothing. There's no an before, there's no lam. So, nahnu again, implicit pronoun, mabni with the dhamma. Same, I just copy paste here and here, it's same. So both sentences have similar i'rab in the place of being marfu', verbal subject. Good. Ihdina. Ihdi, here we have a new thing, which is purple. Ihdi means guide me, God. Guide me. So ihdi originally is like this. There is a ya here. Ihdi. Hadiyya. Remember hadiyya has a ya. Ihdi. Guide me. Hidayah. There is a ya. So that ya has gone. Why has it gone? Because remember chopping off the end letter. Remember harf al-illa. If you recall, we said harf al-illa. Remember this, present tense or imperative. If it is majzoom, purple, we have to chop off the end vowel sign. We have to chop off the removal of the vowel sign is the sign of jazm. So ihdi. So that is imperative verb and purple, imperative command verb, mabni with the what? Not sukoon. With the removal of the ya and vowel letter instead of sukoon. There's no sukoon here. And then we have object pronoun, ihdina. You guide us na. Okay? So you, ihdi, guide us. Ihdi hidayah. Guide you us. Na is us. Na, us. So guide us. Okay. So that is object pronoun. Mabni with the fatha in the place of being mansoob. Now, remember pronouns are mabni, fixed. And it is maf'ul bihi, object. First maf'ul bihi. There are several maf'ul bihi in this sentence. First object. So first object is me. Guide me. Okay. Where is the wife? We see the verb husband. I don't see a wife. I saw immediately a baby here, blue colored. Yeah, it is hidden. The wife is hidden. Ihdina anta. Anta is, I don't see anta there. Ihdina sirat al-mustaqim. Yes. Who are you asking? I'm asking God. Imperative verbs, fa'al amr, always, always, always the subject is second person pronoun, you. Take it. You take it. So there's a you, implicit you in the imperative verb. So, okay, so now it is you guide us, okay? Us is object, you is subject. So it's a verbal subject, implicit pronoun. Mabni with what? Anta, anta, you, fatha, in the place of being marfu. Second object, okay? Ihdina, you guide us on what? On what? So guide me on. So there is another object. I am one object, us is on object, and second object is guide us on or for the sirat al-mustaqim. Sirata is the second object. Maf'ul bihi. Sirata, remember marfu mansub majrur, mansub. So what is the type of mansub it is? It is object. Guide me straight path. You guide me. So I'm first object, straight path is second object. Okay. Al-mustaqima. Oh, it is fatha. Again. So it's mansub. But what type of mansub? It is describing the path, the straight path. Sirat al-mustaqim. So it is tabi'. It's a follower. Mansub with fatha because it is a follower. Not. Okay, again, we have, so this sirat, there is a substitute, okay? This sirat al-mustaqim, there is a substitute which is replaceable, and that is badal. Remember badal? Sirat al-ladhina. What is this sirat? So we can remove ihdina sirat and we can put ihdina sirat al-ladhina. Remember badal is, you can remove it, substitutable noun. So badal is tabi', okay? Sirat. The first sirat was na'at. The second sirat has to follow because it's a substitute noun. And it follows, therefore, it is mansub with a fatha. And it is mudaf. Mudaf. We are expecting green after it. Mudaf ilay. Sirat. Path of who? Path of who? Okay. Sirat al-ladhina. Path of those. So those is a relative pronoun. It's mabni, sirat al-ladhina, na, in the place of being majroor. So here, because this al-ladhina is a relative pronoun, remember? With a fatha in the place of being majroor, which is mudaf ilay, possessor. Path of, remember? Sirat al-ladhina. Okay, then, okay. What is an'amta? An'amta. An'ama is past tense. Remember? Mabni, past tense or mabni, an'am. It's mabni with the sukoon. Why? Because it is attached with the suffix ta. Because it is attached to the subject pronoun. Fa'il. Okay, so we have husband and wife. Good. Problem solved. Past tense is a tense, husband. And ta is pink color, subject. Okay, ta is fa'il. But is it marfu'? No. Pronouns, no. It's fixed. Mabni with the fatha. In the place of being marfu'. Because it's a pronoun. And this sentence is related. So, Sirat al-ladhina an'amta alayhim, it's related to al-ladhina. Al-ladhina what? Those who? Who are these those? Those whom you bestowed on them your favors. Okay? Those whom you bestowed on them your favors. So the sentence coming after alladhina is connected with alladhina, connected with relative pronoun. Okay, sirat alladhina an'amta alayhim. What is alayhim? Ala is particle jar, yellow, no grammatical position. It's not marfu' mansub majroor. The alif has been converted to ya. Ala has become alay, alay, okay? Because there's an attached pronoun, alayhim. And remember the flow issue of Arabic language. Arabs, so instead of saying alayhim, they said alayhim, alayhim. See, if there's a flow here. But if you say alayhim, they would not speak like that. Okay, maybe the forefathers of them might have spoken, God knows best, but we received the language this way, alayhim. So Allah was changed to alay. Okay, alayhim. So obviously him is a pronoun. So what is it? Mabni with the sukoon. See, there's a sukoon, him, in the place of being majroor, particle of jar. Okay, so this is supposed to be green. Okay, attached pronoun mabni with the sukoon in the place of being majroor by the particle of jar. Okay, so this is supposed to be green. Good. Alayhim. So alayhim shibh jumla related to an'amta. Semi-sentence related to an'amta. Finally, غير المغضوب عليهم. So I did not color here. So let's color this together. So there is a path. We want that path, not the path which is a substitute path. So obviously, the غير المغضوب is the substitute path. There is a path, straight path, and there's a path of deviated path, deviated one. We don't want that deviated path. Okay, so we don't want the substitute path. So obviously, غير المغضوب عليهم, غير is بدل. Okay, بدل الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب. So غير is بدل of الذين. Okay, صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم, صراط الذين, صراط غير المغضوب عليهم. So there are two صراط, صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم, صراط غير المغضوب عليهم. So let's see. It is بدل عليهم غير المغضوب. So الذين بدل or عليهم مجرور with the kasra. So it is بدل of what? Some scholars they said it is بدل of the الذين. Some scholars they said بدل of عليهم. Okay, صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب. So let's see, مجرور with the kasra because it's a تابع, follower, and it is mudaf. So here we will make it a green. Okay, because it is a follower. These are all followers, so most of these are green ones. Okay, غير, it's a mudaf, and مغضوبي, it's a mudaf ilayh, possessor, majroor with the kasra. Remember, mudaf ilayh is majroor from those three majrurat. Okay, good. غير المغضوب عليهم. And عليهم, we said particle of jar. Okay, there is no grammatical position for it. Converted to ya. I have said it here there before. Again, it came غير المغضوب عليهم صراط الذين. Same i'rab which we said before. But let me just make this particle of jar, and then hum is majroor, mabni with the sukoon, not majroor, sorry, in the place of being majroor. Same. I just copy pasted that Arab and brought it here. Just forgot to color it. So until here, alayhim. What is waladdallin? Waladdallin. So wow is particle of conjunction. Okay, mabni, fixed with the fatha, and there is no grammatical position for it. So it will become orange or yellow, because yellow cannot be seen. La is zaida. So you can say waladdallin, it's emphasizing. Okay, no, we don't want neither this, neither this. So we don't want anything. So it doesn't have, it's a particle of negation. So the second one is al-dallin. Remember, mu'mineen, muslimin, in. So it is majroor. Majroor with what? Not with kasra. With ya and noon, because it's a male intact plural. And why is it majroor? Because it follows غير المغضوب. Okay, maghdubi waladdallin, maghdubi waladdallin. Follower of the majroor is follower. So follower of marfu is marfu, follower of mansub is mansub, follower is majroor is majroor. So let's green this up. Conjunctional noun, obviously majroor with the ya, okay, because it's male intact plural. So it is majroor now. Let's green it up. And because it is male intact plural and it follows the noun before wow, particle of conjunction, al-maghdubi. So ya is za'ida. It's considered extra za. It emphasizes غيري. So instead of saying غير المغضوب والضالين, to keep the flow, we said wala الضالين, wala. So it is emphasizing the negation. It's extra. So you can easily say غير المغضوب والضالين, not the anger ones, and the ones are astray, deviated. Not the, so, but wala la is like a zaida. This was grammatical analysis of Surah Al-Fatiha. Just to see that the color coded back again, just to have a quick review, we'll go back to the color coded and just make a copy and bring it here. So, and then we will, today you got great thawab, inshallah, for this lesson. And inshallah, we send this thawab to your marhumin and our marhumin, because it's not we recited Surah Al-Fatiha, we grammatically analyze, but may Allah accept first, qabul. Okay? So therefore, let's try to see the colors. Remember, ba was yellow, particle of preposition. Green, ism majroor, ism. Allah is mudaf ilayh, name of Allah. And the two hidden components, husband and wife. The author of the book has chosen the direction of abda'u, present tense, and the subject pronoun. Abda, present tense, that's why he said fa'il, fa'il, subject and verb and nominal subject. Ar-Rahmani, green, okay, of tabi', adjective. Then alhamdu, remember, mubtada. But where is the khabar? Remember, it was thabitun, fixed. All the praises fixed for the Lord of the worlds, okay, for Allah. Lillahi, lam harf jar, Allahi majroor, preceded by preposition. Rabbi, it's an attribute of Allahi, tabi'. And it is mudaf, Lord of the worlds. So of the worlds is mudaf ilayh. So all this is green. Ar-Rahmani, adjective green of Allahi. Ar-Rahimi, adjective green for Allahi. Maliki, adjective green for Allahi. Maliki, sovereign of the day of judgment. So yawmi, mudaf ilayh. Mudaf alif means mudaf ilayh. Okay. So that is mudaf ilayh. So possessive phrase. Okay. And then it is again day of judgment, ad-dini. So it is mudaf ilayh, green. And iyaka, we said object. You, we worship. We are subject. Worship is an action. You are the object. So iyaka preceded object. Mudara, na'bud. And remember the wife was hidden. Nahnu, we worship you. And then wow, yellow, particle of conjunction. Iyaka nasta'in, same like that. Blue, green, blue, red, blue, red. The wife is hidden. Then we had this imperative verb. Purple, remember? Ihdi, amr. And then we had this na, we, guide us. So this is the blue, we, guide us. Okay? Ihdina, sirata. And who? You guide us. So you was the wife of this is verb. And remember you, anta was hidden. So that is why anta, there's no anta here, it's hidden. So ihdina, guide us you. On what? Second object, maf'ul bihi thani, sirata. So what is the description of sirata? Mustaqim. So this is tabi' of mansub is mansub, tabi' of blue is blue. Okay? So this is the object. Object is also blue. Sirata. So this sirat and this sirat is replaceable. Badal. Exchangeable. Okay? So if we don't have sirat al-mustaqim, we can easily say ihdina sirat alladhina an'amta alayhim. So that means this is replaceable. So it is blue. Why? Because it's tabi' for this one. صراط الذين بدل. So الصراط. Okay. مضاف. So, path of who? صراط الذين, the one whom you. صراط of those. So this is مضاف إليه, of those. Okay. أنعمت, past tense. Okay. This is subject, past tense, مبني. That's why it is brown color. And then its wife is موجود. Wife is there, not hidden. Ta is wife. Okay. Ala is particle preposition. Him, pronoun, مبني, preceded by preposition, green. بدل, what? الذين. No, صراط الذين. Yes, الذين. There you go. That's green. So بدل of green. Okay, so we have two paths. Either this path of أنعمت عليهم or path of غير المغضوب. So don't give us غير المغضوب. So غيري, not of those. Again, so this is مضاف إليه. This is مضاف إليه. Possessor, green. على, same thing. Particle preposition, same thing. عليهم, repeated. Wow is a conjunctional, and la is harf nafi, زائدة, we said. ولا الضالين is conjuncted to who? مغضوبة. We don't want the غير المغضوبة, غيري. The one whom you are angry with, not the one who you are angry with, not the ضالين. Not the maghdub, not the ضالين. So that's why this is conjunction, this is a tabi of this. Hopefully this was clear, inshallah. If not, review it 3-4 times, and inshallah you'll get the hang of it. And inshallah, we are going to continue once a week, ayat of Surah Yasin. Similarly, so you will get more and more grasp. If you understand that, you understand 80% of Arabic grammar. وآخر دعوانا الحمد لله رب العالمين وصلى الله على محمد وآله الطيبين الطاهرين. اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد. اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد. اللهم صل على